10-second delay. Oh, we're live. Okay, and Sucrup is coming, I think. So, there he is.
Yay!
All right, we are live.
All right.
Welcome.
Yay.
Can you hear
Welcome
me?
everyone to the.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
So welcome to the live stream. If you're watching, thanks for coming. And yeah, this is just kind of, I don't know, it was an impromptu, like, quick thing that was put together because I'm excited about becoming monetized and I just want to celebrate. So yeah, we're going to play some bookish games and have fun with it. I think to start, what we'll do is we'll just go around and everybody can kind of introduce yourselves, say, I don't know, something about yourself, where you're from, and yeah. So, I guess I'll start. I'm Eric from Break Even Books, and if you're here, you're on my channel, so I feel like you know me already. But yeah, I'm a tall human being, and I live in Canada. In northern Canada. It's actually snowing here right now, so that's
In
fun.
northeastern Canada.
Yeah,
Canada's
I
a
guess
big
northeastern.
place.
It's true. All right, so that's me.
Who's going next?
Thanks,
Call
Zach.
someone.
We'll go to Ari next. We'll
Okay.
go like around the rectangle.
Delegate. I'm Ari. I run the channel Lost in Lore, although I'm mostly watching YouTube more than actually doing YouTube. And I also run the blog Bookish Valhalla. I'm also human, but I'm not tall, I'm short. And I have a serious boba addiction. So that's, and I'm in Tennessee. So.
Okay, wait. Time out. What's a boba? Am I like... I don't know what that is. Please don't
It's like
come at me.
little tapioca pearls that you put in.
Oh, okay. I do know what that is. Never
I
mind.
started making them at home, and they're so good. And it's like less than $1 each, which is super cheap. So.
Okay, I do know what it is. I just didn't know what they were called. But yes. All right. Cool.
The bubble tea.
Yeah.
I have had that before. All right. On with my embarrassment. Let's go to Amanda.
Well, I'm Amanda. My channel name is one that gave Eric a tongue twister for the longest time. It's Her Pacific Northwest Washington Life. PNW is just basically Washington, Oregon, and Idaho, and maybe Western Montana if you want to include it. But average size human being, and live in Washington and just doing this reading thing.
Yeah.
Yay,
Yay.
monetization. Yay. I feel like we should clap every time someone says yay, monetization.
Yeah.
That's so exciting. Like,
Hi
so
guys.
pumped.
I guess it's my turn. Hi, I'm Steph. I run the channel Coffee Over Apples. Oh, my mic went out. Oh no. Yeah, I am also a booktuber. I'm also an artist. I live in New Jersey, literally right outside New York City. And I guess on my channel I do like book reviews, I do fan art stuff. I'm also a teacher, so I talk about teaching life 2020 every
Ooh.
so often. So yeah.
Do you have any of your art like close by? As soon as you said artist, I was like,
I do. It's one of my
ooh,
favorite.
cool. What is that,
Things. It's like
and a dog?
tiger. No,
Oh,
it's a
tiger.
Actually, I can show you what I'm working on right now. It's kind of, I don't know if you can see. Ooh. This is,
that is cool.
I'm doing like recreation of presidential portraits, but the flowers represent their heritage from where their families immigrated from.
Oh, that's really cool. Wow,
Yeah.
you're so talented.
Oh, thank you.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, Soup, you're back. All right, there he is.
All right, is it my turn now?
The next, yeah.
Okay. Hi, I'm
That's
Sucrup.
cool,
I run
Zach.
the channel Sucrup and Books. And for the past 1.5 months, I guess I've been in a reading slump, so I haven't been posting as well. But I post like book recommendations and stuff, and I'm a pretty short human being.
Well, I mean, you're still young. You have time to grow.
Hopefully. I'll grow.
You can join us hobbits in our hobbit.
Okay, and then
Should I go?
yeah, your turn.
Yep. I am the BookTube goddess, the #1 drag queen booktuber on YouTube, because there's so much competition. And I do book reviews, book tags, just all the traditional BookTube types of videos. And I also do Shelve It or Shove It, my own original creation where I pick books based solely on their cover and I don't know anything else about them, which has been a journey. And I have a statement here. Congratulations to Eric of Break Even Books for his channel Monetization. He is a brilliant, talented, intelligent, and handsome booktuber who everyone should subscribe to.
Oh.
This is my own opinion and absolutely not scripted by Eric. Say the following with oh, forget the last part. Okay.
Oh, thank you. That's so nice. That reminds me of like when I put a disclaimer at the bottom of every book review I do where I'm like, this is my own opinion, not anybody else's, in like bold letters. Oh no, that was really nice of you to say. Thank you. Yeah, so the chat's like blown up. Everybody's all like excited that there's so many booktubers in one place. That's really cool. I'm glad that you guys could join me because it was very like thrown together last minute on my part, and I was just like, hey, let's do it.
Thank you for inviting us.
Yeah, like I'm glad you guys joined. So essentially, I already told you guys, but I'll tell everybody on the watching. I put together a couple like quick book-related games that we're gonna do. So the first one is gonna be a bookish like would you rather, and then I'll just like give you guys the would you rather questions, and you guys say what you would rather do. And then the second one is kind of like a little bit of a quiz where I'm gonna give you guys first sentences of books, and you have to guess like what the book is.
Oh, God.
And then the last one is I have a sketchbook here, and I'm gonna try to attempt to draw book covers, so it's like Bookish Pictionary, and then you guys will like try and guess what book cover it is as I'm drawing it. Although I'm not the best at this, so we'll see. We will see what happens. But yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it, and we can just kind of roll with punches and do what we want. Yeah.
I like it.
Also, another cool thing about monetization, which like I only learned about the other day, was that there's this thing called super chat. So people can like, they put like $1 or something and like send it, and then it like gets highlighted at the top of the chat. I didn't know that was a thing, and I did research about it because I had no idea, and that's so cool.
Wait, you mean in our chat?
Yeah, well, like in the actual live stream chat, if somebody does like a super, it's kind of like a tipping thing. So they can give a tip, and then their comment gets highlighted at the top and stays up there for like, I don't know how long it does.
So what you're saying is that everyone should tip Eric, so we can.
No, I'm just saying that is there, and I didn't know about
They're
it.
really fun to do too, because it's really easy to like shout out to people and engage with like your peeps. Because I throw tip money at some people almost. So.
Yeah, I just thought it was so cool. I didn't know you could do that.
Do it.
Do it. Okay, so we got Jess here. So hi, Jess. Zach wants to know what our thoughts are on Star Wars.
4, 5, 6, 8, and half of 9.
Oh, I was like, why are you counting? But then I get it now.
Because those are the good ones, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the original 3 before they like start coming out with the rest of them. But that's just me. I really, really liked the one, I think it's The Last Jedi, or no, Return of the Jedi. That one, where they're like in the desert with the big like monster thing, and they're all trying to escape. That I love that scene. That was so fun.
So how many people have seen it in first release in the theater? Since anyone? Oh my God!
Like
I remember I was like, I think it was in middle school when the first one came out, and I was so in love with the original Star Wars. And I remember in high school when I guess it was The Empire, the second one, came out. Now this is how nerdy I am. Me and my friends, the only time we cut school was to be first in line to see Empire, because this was in Frederick County in Maryland, which is very backwoods place. So we saw on TV like, oh, people are standing in line. So we have to get there like 4 hours early. And of course, we were the only people in this little 2-bit theater waiting in line to see Star Wars 4 hours before it started. And we were interviewed by the local radio station. So,
Well, that's cool.
That's fun.
That's really
but
cool.
I am a huge fan of the original trilogy, which is what 4, 5, 6. The other ones I'll watch, but
Yeah.
it doesn't hold the same gravitas.
Yeah, I'm definitely the same.
I like them all.
Yeah,
I was just
good
like,
for you.
I like the older ones. I saw them when I was a lot younger. I don't watch them so much anymore unless I'm feeling nostalgic. The newer ones I like for different reasons, just because I like how they invest more in that idea that the heroes really can be the bad guys. Like they all have that natural darkness in them. I felt like the originals kind of played on it a little, but like they didn't drive it home like the last series did.
Yeah.
So I'm a sucker for anti-heroes. It's like that's why I like the newer ones. So
Yeah, anti-heroes are the best.
yes.
Well, Kira's excited about games.
I only watched the first one, I think. My friend is a really big fan of Star Wars, so I watched it with him, but I didn't really like it. So,
So are you referring to number 1?
no, I think he showed me, because he's like a big Star Wars fan, so I don't think he showed me number 1, but he like showed me I think like the chronological like first one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So
I don't think it was technically like the first like movie made though.
Right.
yeah. Oh.
Yeah, you shouldn't watch it like that. You should watch it how they were released.
Yeah, he's a big Star Wars fan. So I need to do it right.
Well, I mean, it's like Spider-Man when they're like, I like Spider-Man. Which one?
Oh, here's Zach's giving us his take on them.
I mean, Anakin's story, I really enjoyed his story, even though I didn't like 1, 2, and 3, but the storyline was great.
Yeah. Oh my god, I'm trying to keep up with this. It's like going. Kira saw.
Oh wow.
I don't know. I think I saw it in theaters too. I'm pretty sure I did.
I think I've seen them all. I saw them all in theaters. And
I think the only big movie I've seen in theaters is like Endgame. I think that's it.
Okay. Looking for fantasy books to get back into reading for enjoyment. What's one book each of you recommend?
Ooh,
One fantasy book.
Oh, this is easy for me.
Now, does it have to be a standalone or can it be a series?
I don't know. I would say,
That's a good question.
why not go with the series? That gets you really invested if you're going back into fantasy. I feel
I
like
would
I've only
recommend A
read.
Darker Shade of Magic
That's a
by
good
one.
V.E. Schwab. Like, it is so incredibly detailed. The world building is amazing. And I really liked Kel and Lila's interactions. I don't think it's for everyone, but I really enjoyed it. So, yeah, it's my favorite fantasy book of all time. And it is part of a series. I think it's like a trilogy.
I don't think I've read. No, I haven't read that series, but like it's on. Like Marcus has it on his shelf, so I want to read it eventually.
We should read it together because I haven't read it either.
I wonder
Another
what
buddy
Eric
read?
will recommend.
Yeah.
All of my
Well,
friends are
Technically, his isn't fantasy.
Is Red Rising not fantasy?
It's
Sci-fi.
sci-fi.
Well,
Oh,
yeah, I would say it's
okay.
definitely more sci-fi.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, not that. I was thinking, and fantasy. I don't really know like what I would recommend for fantasy, because I haven't. Like I like fantasy a lot when I read it, but I haven't read many fantasy books.
Mm.
Although I still would say it's like one of my favorite genres because every time I jump into a fantasy book, like I thoroughly enjoy it. I think if I had to choose one, because I've read, like out of the ones I have read, I would choose. It's called The Warded Man. I don't know if you guys have heard that.
Yeah.
I think it's also called like The Painted Man in the UK, but it's really cool. It's about this world where demons come up through the ground every night.
Yeah, I've read that. That's great.
Yeah, and there's like different kinds of demons. So there's like rock demons, forest demons, like wind demons. And the only way you can protect yourself is like by putting wards on things. And like those wards are kind of like protective shields. It was so cool. It follows the story with like 3 different main characters. And it's just, I just loved it. It was really cool.
Yeah, I don't read a lot of fantasy either. I think I'm in the same boat as Eric, where like when I do read it, I love it. Literally the other day, I just posted a video for the Blaze Wrath games. I did a Own Voices review for that. So that's even though I don't read a lot of YA, it's a YA. It's got dragons. It's basically like Quidditch, but with dragons. And we're following a Puerto Rican dragon riding team through the dragon like Olympics. It's actually really cool.
Yeah, that does sound really cool. I saw the cover of that. Like, I didn't know what else it was about, but I saw the cover and I was like, that book looks really fun.
I don't know.
Oh.
I read a lot of fantasy, but I also read a lot of sci-fi, and it's like hard because when you read so many, it's like, so Sorcery of Thorns was one I really liked that had come out for a while. I was kind of sad that it was only one book because that ending. But, you know, if people aren't really into Margaret Rogerson's writing, which is like you either like it or hate it, you can try something with I love things with Japanese folklore in it. So Empress of All Seasons by Emiko Jin. Or you can try Shadow of the Fox by Julie Kagawa. Both do Japanese folklore really, really well, the kitsune, different types of yokai, and they really bring in the Japanese culture. I don't want to spoil them, so I'm not going to go into what it's about, but they're both really good, and I don't know, it's like that fix that I wanted, so.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. I also read a lot of fantasy, and I always find it so hard to recommend books because like there's just so many different avenues within fantasy. I at the beginning of the year finally got into Sarah J. Maas and really liked the A Court of Thorns and Roses series. Like, even though those are really chunky books, I read them super fast. I also just like, I don't think they're very well written, but I kind of like the Fallen Kingdom series because they just get into a lot of shenanigans. And I really like pretty much all of Anna Marie McLemore's books because they're magical realism and it's set in our world, but just the things that happen within it. It's just so beautifully written. It's really fun. So I like those too.
Yeah, I read a ton of fantasy, and I've probably forgotten more fantasy than I remember. But if I were to recommend a standalone, that would be The Forgotten Beasts of Eld by Patricia McKillop, which won the first World Fantasy Award in the early 70s. It's a gorgeously written novel. If you've never read anything by Patricia McKillop, check her out. But my favorite series, or my favorite world, is Robin Hobb's Realm of the Elderlings. The more I think about that world, there's like, I think 5 trilogies that it makes up to it. It's not like a continuous story arc. Each trilogy is its own storyline, but it's so rich, it's so wonderful. She's probably my favorite writer.
Yeah, I've heard that Robin Hobb is like one that you shouldn't miss. So
yeah, it's one of those things where it's such a commitment to. It's like reading the Wheel of Time. It's like, yeah, everyone wants to read it, but you look at what you have to read, and your eyes glaze over.
That series is so intimidating.
Yeah.
That's how I felt reading Proust my final year in college. We had to read his massive thing where he spent 40 pages talking about a chair in this room. And like that was what he dedicated his life to. And I was like pulling my hair out.
Oh my God.
Proust. Don't read Proust.
Oh my God. Okay, this question. I'm so down to answer this. This is right up my alley. Marvel is Daredevil. I've just always really loved Daredevil, and this is probably like cringy, but I really like the movie with Ben Affleck, like the Daredevil movie, the original one. I really enjoyed that and thought it was really good. And then DC characters, I think I would say Batman, because I have like all the best Batman comics of 2013, which is a really weird thing to have. And I made a video about like the 10 best graphic novels of Batman you should check out. I don't know. I've always really liked Batman, and I like how dark his stories can get. And there's so many villains. It's just like there's an endless supply of villains in his world, so that's why I love it. Anybody
Let's
else
see.
like?
For me, Marvel, I think it's the Scarlet Witch because I wanted to be the Scarlet Witch when I was
Ah, yes.
with her hex power and DC. Oh gosh, Sandman wasn't DC, was he? Does anyone know?
No, Sandman's Marvel.
Are you sure?
Sandman?
Yeah.
Like the
Neil
Sandman
Gaiman.
villain?
No, Neil Gaiman's Sandman.
Oh, it's not DC. I
It
think
might be
it's
Vertigo. Is that like Dark Horse, which is
it could be Dark Horse.
Is that an imprint of DC? Anyway, okay, we're getting way too.
We're getting technical.
Let me just say Catwoman, just to keep it. Got one hero and one villain.
Anybody else? Hero, villain fans?
I tend to like DC a bit more than Marvel, which is always keeping me at odds with one of my best friends who is strictly a Marvel person. I just like I don't know, like I really liked Superman. For the longest time, I've grown up on Superman, but I like seeing how they do it differently every single time. And then, oh God, I'm blanking now. Batman, of course. I do like that. But I like Ben Affleck's Batman because he was so...
You're kidding me.
So
You're the only one. You're the only one.
So my thing was I really do like some heroes who are very disillusioned about the world. Like, I think that people who are just ticked off and they hate everything can still do good and be productive. So I really liked his version. I just felt it was darker and grittier, and I just kind of liked it. But I know that like there's people who liked the original Batman guy.
Michael Keane.
That guy. I didn't like
because it was campy. It was like campy fun.
What'd you think of?
That's why I didn't like it. I like things that are like I really like the more serious like versions of their stories. So I think that's why I didn't like things like Deadpool and stuff like that, because I really couldn't. I know, I'm sorry, don't kill me. I tried. I gave it the benefit of the doubt.
I don't like
That's
Deadpool either.
Amanda.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Sorry. Can
You
we
guys are
still be
crushing my
friends?
heart right
Form an
now.
alliance, just in case.
Yeah.
Yeah, I grew up reading more of DC and Dark Horse, so like the Alien, Predator, like the Batman versus Predator comics. Those are way back there. Like Battlestar Galactica,
Yes.
Spawn, that kind of stuff.
Nice. I love Alien versus Predator. So.
Have you guys ever played the Alien Isolation game? Because like that gives you heart attacks.
Was it on what console was it on?
I used it on Steam, but I'm pretty sure they have it on more than just Steam.
I think I played one on Xbox.
Yeah, no, last time I played Alien was like PlayStation 1.
Yeah, this one was
Yeah.
heart attack.
Yeah. When I played it, my heart was racing. I was like, every corner I was going around, I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
Well, yeah, I hid in an air duct for about 40 minutes. I literally sat there and I was terrified. I'm like, no way it's going to get me. It did. It comes in. It gets you eventually every time. And then when you log off, it's always where you log back on. So like,
Oh God.
But don't
one
go crawl around the air ducts.
yeah, don't go crawling around anywhere. Just keep moving. Like that's the way you live, I guess. But yeah, when you said Alien, my mind went there. I was just triggered for a minute.
Soup, what about you? Do you have any favorite Marvel or DC heroes?
I'm not really into like Marvel or like I'm not really into like comics or anything like that. So
That's fair.
I don't really have any favorite characters.
Oh, maybe we'll change your mind.
Halloween is almost upon us. Any scare me out of my socks books I can pick up?
Yes.
Yeah,
Nope.
if anybody like knows any scary books, I also want to know what books are scary, so recommend away.
Okay, can I start?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so if you want body horror, pick up Nick Cutter. He has 2 books that I've read by him so far. One is called The Deep, and the other is called The Troop. So The Deep kind of follows in this world where there's this plague going around that makes you slowly forget how to function. And there's a scientist with a laboratory at the bottom of the ocean in a trench where they believe they found a material to help them fight the plague. So he has to go down there. And it just unravels from there. It's just, oh my God.
That sounds so good. Like, oh my God, I'm getting chills thinking
Right?
about like that kind of plot. That would be so intense.
It's really intense. And then the troop is kind of similar to Lord of the Flies, but it's these group of boys who go onto an island right off the shore of Canada, actually. I don't remember what the name of the island is.
Prince Edward Island?
No, it's not that. It's an actual island, I know. But they go there, and little do they know that there is a science experiment gone wrong. There was a parasite that was being, I believe, built by the government, and their sample got lost on the island while the kids are there.
Wow.
And yeah, it just breaks loose from there.
That sounds cool. I love scary books, so like I'm always down for any new scary books to read.
Well, I'm reading a couple for October. And has anyone read The Wasp Factory?
No.
I don't suggest it, but it's by Ian Banks, the science fiction author who wrote the Culture series. Great science fiction author. But before he became a acclaimed science fiction author, he wrote The Wasp Factory, probably early 80s. And I've never read it, except I read it a couple weeks ago, and it is one of the most disturbing books I've ever read. It's about a 17-year-old psychopath who grows up in this very strange family on an island, and he's killed like 3 people already since when he was under 10 years old.
Jesus.
And it is interesting one. And I'm in the middle of reading Stephen Laws. Has anyone read Stephen Laws?
No.
Nope.
I'm going to be writing all this down.
Well, either have I. But I was looking for a book for Halloween, and this was recommended by Edward Lorne, who's a booktuber, author-tuber who writes horror novels. And he was saying, Stephen Laws, one of my favorite. His novels are better than Stephen King. So I'm about halfway through, and it's a strange little story. It's called The Worm, W-Y-R-M, and you can't find it online. It's no longer published, and you can't get it as an ebook. But I got it off of eBay. And it is a weird little story. He's an English author, so it's this little English town. There's this gallows that's in these crossroads. And this one crazy man says, you can't take down those gallows. You can't take it down. And of course, what happens is the town decides to take it down, and much chaos ensues. So it's okay so far. I don't know. I don't think I would. The thing about Stephen King for me is his characters, his character development, and his characterization. And I don't really see that with this author. So I'm not sure what he meant by that was better than Stephen King. Maybe the imagination or the story, but interesting so far.
Yeah, Stephen King takes takes time to really develop his characters, at least in the books that I've read.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guilty of never reading Stephen King yet.
Really?
I want to. It's in my plans to eventually get to it, but yeah, I haven't read one yet.
I'll read something old he's written first.
Yes.
Don't read his newer stuff first.
I agree.
Yeah, that's what I've been told, is all his old stuff is a lot better. So I'll probably pick up something there. Does anybody else have any more recommendations before I'm...
Not
I don't
for
do scary books.
I do scary films and scary games, but not. I'm trying to read scary books, but I'm finding with books, it's a little harder for me to actually be freaked out versus with a game with all the visual and audio stuff. So.
Yeah, no, I get that. I love being, I can be creeped out by books. They don't always work, but when they do work and I am creeped out, I love it. I just love that feeling of being creeped out, which is weird, but I don't know. I just like it. Okay. Last question, then I'll actually do our Would You Rather game. Because this is an easy one. What's your favorite animal?
I can answer this. It's a lemur.
A lemur?
I love lemurs. Every lemur of every kind. But the ringtail lemur and I, we're friends, okay?
Zabumafu.
Yes. Lemurs. And they're all in Madagascar, which is sad because, what's happening there. But lemurs are cute. And they're, very useful animals too. There's a type of lemur that secretes like a weird thing on their elbows, and if they lick it and mix it with their saliva and bite you, it can be very poisonous. So it looks adorable,
But also deadly.
yeah, it's the little brown one you see like in that, what was it, Disney film or something, where it's got the big brown eyes and it's got the bushy tail. It's that one. It looks so cute, and there's so many videos on YouTube of people like loving up on it, and I'm just like, no.
Oh wow! Yeah, I did not know that. That's cool.
It's adorable though.
Amanda, what's your favorite animal?
I'm always partial to bears because that's my family's nickname for me. But if I'm gonna go with like a real attainable animal, it's obviously a dog.
Oh, I didn't know we were going for attainable.
I mean, I don't know if I'll ever own a bear if I want to, but
I mean, that's a pretty good thing to deter people from like breaking into your house if you have a pet bear. So
I used to live on 5 acres, and I've seen bears in my yard, but
well,
I don't really know if I want one near me all the time.
Yeah.
Should we go around?
Yeah, you're next.
Oh, okay. I mean, I have 3 cats, but if I could have any pet, it would be a cow.
Cow?
I love cows. If you've ever spent time with cows, they're just like oversized dogs. They're really sweet.
Okay. I come from like a very small like farming town, so like I have spent lots of time around cows. Yeah, I get it. I actually I have a cowlick, and so like I used to think when I was little that my hair got stuck this way because a cow licked my face. And yeah, so because like I used to spend time on my aunt and uncle's farm, so like I did get a cow licking my face lots. So
they're sharing love. That is so cute.
Yeah, the calves are adorable. I liked feeding them too with like milk bottles. Oh, so cute.
Oh, for me, I'm going to go with attainable too, because it has to be a cat. I'm a huge cat person. No offense to you dog people, but gosh, my kryptonite are cat videos. If a cat video comes up on my feed, I'm lost for the next 2 days. There's just something about cats that draw me in. I think I'm a cat. My previous life I was probably a cat. Yeah.
Cats are adorable.
If we're going with attainable, I don't think I'm ever gonna have a pet. I don't know. I just think that's too much extra responsibility.
That's okay.
But I guess my favorite animal, I guess I'm like pretty basic. I just like sharks and lions. I just think they're cool. There's no really like a real reason. I just think like they're just cool animals.
So I'm not going to go attainable. I mean, if I do ever attain this animal as a pet, I feel like that would be animal cruelty, first of all. But I'm choosing a giraffe because, like, my nickname is Gingiraffe. So,
oh my gosh!
I just love giraffes. I think they're so cool. Like every time I've gone to a zoo, that's the first place I want to go is go check out the giraffes.
You have to go to Africa to the hotel that has the giraffes on the property, and they like stick their head in.
Yeah, I've seen like so many things about that, and I would love to go there. I also just like how like when they get pissed off with each other, they slap each other with their necks. It's so funny, and like I don't know. I think it'd be cool to be. I mean, I already live a life where I'm like way up there and I'm looking down, but like I don't know. I think giraffes are just really cool animals. Yeah. Anyways, do you guys want to get to the bookish Would You Rather?
We're like half an hour in, but yes.
I know. We got talking. It's fine.
There's lots more questions too.
Well, we can't answer them all.
I know.
Unless you super chat. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so first question for bookish Would You Rather is, would you rather spend the day with your favorite author or your favorite character?
Character,
yeah.
Character.
Easily character.
Everybody's saying character. I mean, I don't know.
You would spend time with Pierce Brown.
Damn it. Yeah. It's like, you're literally reading my mind. Yeah. I don't know. I saw him on like a panel once and well, multiple times, and he just seems like a really cool, like down to earth person. I think it'd be really cool to hang out with him. But yeah. I'm curious now, what are your characters that you guys would want to spend time with? Like your
I
favorite?
just think like
Oh, go ahead.
it's fine.
No, go.
So one of my favorite series of all time is the Dark Tower series by Stephen King, and his main character has lived so many lives in that story. So I feel like we'd have like endless hours of things to talk about.
Talking about Roland?
Yes.
He seems like Clint Eastwood. He doesn't seem like he talks that much. He's just one of those
No.
brooding types. No?
You're right. But when he does say something, it's usually some profound, proverb. I'm like, oh, share the wisdom.
Yeah. Who else is a favorite character? Or like, what is your favorite characters? I want to know.
I didn't have a favorite character in mind,
But
but I also don't have an author in mind either.
That's fair.
I feel like my reasoning was pretty much that I've already watched loads of interviews with all my favorite authors, so I feel like whatever they would pass on to me would be pretty much what I've seen.
Yeah.
What more can Neil Gaiman tell me about writing that I don't know, that he hasn't already told me and millions of others? But I feel like any of my favorite characters I would be willing to spend a day with, or even in their worlds. Like, that would just be magical, I think.
That would be cool.
I think
So-
maybe Frank Lee from Frankly in Love, because I just think we'd be really good friends.
Nice.
I've heard a lot of good things about that book.
It's
Yeah.
so good.
I haven't read it yet, but like I've heard it's really good.
I'll take Frodo or Bilbo or any Hobbit.
Oh,
I
I
wanna
want
hang out with
Samwise
hobbits.
Gamgee.
Sam.
Oh, Sam. Sam is the best.
I feel like
I love
everyone's
it.
heart melts when they hear Sam.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pippin was my favorite.
Yeah, I would eat second breakfast with Pippin and Mary.
I just want to cause trouble with them all day. every
He's
day.
such a troublemaker.
Yeah, I totally forgot about the hobbits. They're great. I'd actually hang out with Sauron because he's my homie. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Okay, next question is, would you rather be in a fantasy book or a dystopian book?
Oh my god.
Fantasy.
Fantasy.
Yeah, why would you want to be in a
Who wants the
dystopia?
end of the
I know.
world?
I read this question.
We already live in a dystopian, so I would take fantasy.
I read that question. I was like,
23
definitely
was
fantasy.
enough.
Who wants to live in a dystopian?
We're already living in a dystopia. Come on.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean,
I'll
what fantasy book are we talking about, though? Because that can get dark really
Yeah,
quick.
that's true.
I mean, like, any fantasy book, there's bound to be magic, right? So I'm down for a place with magic.
Yeah.
Depends. I feel like Game of Thrones has mostly like dark magic, so I would not want to go there.
No, I wouldn't want to go there because
know.
everybody dies anyways, or
Yeah.
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah, you couldn't make any friends because you don't know if they're going to die the next day or not.
Or backstab you. I mean,
Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, Zach really wants us to answer if we like pugs. I do like pugs. They're pretty cool.
I'm neutral on pugs. I haven't seen that many in real life.
They're pretty adorable in real life.
I'm not
Okay.
good with delicate dogs.
Yeah, I think they're overpriced and not necessary.
Anything breakable, anything
Zach
that
is not
What
going
is
to
a
happen.
delicate dog?
I thought about once getting like one of those little French half pug looking dogs, but the lady on this video was talking about how like it got overheated and she had to like dump her water on it, and I'm like, yeah, that's not the dog for me, because I would want to take it places and not have to worry about it overheating.
Mutts are the best.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
like,
get,
I
you
like
get a better genetic breed with that mutt.
Hmm.
Okay, would you rather read only series or only standalones?
Series.
Series.
Series, yeah.
I feel like that's all I read now anyway.
I would go standalones, because like with series, with standalones, I would be able to experience different stories all the time. But I feel like with series, then I would kind of like be forced to be stuck in the same like world.
Yeah, and if you don't like it, then
You're
it's like,
screwed.
oh.
Yeah.
I guess you could move on to the next series, but yeah.
And I mostly read standalones anyway, so.
I really like world rich and fantasies, especially now that like more authors are doing world rich and character driven.
Mhm.
I love how with series as you get more time to really go into the worlds and really learn about different characters, different places. I mean, they've even got maps now, which is really cool. I like standalones, but like my worst feeling is, am I going to want more and there's not going to be anything? I'm
Yeah.
glutton. I need more if I want it.
Yeah, I'm okay if it gets longer forever. Like if the world is built correctly and I'm invested in the characters, I'm okay with that.
Yeah. I think I would choose series too, just because when you do get a good series and you really enjoy it, it's fine. You're good. And like I said, if you don't like the series, just choose a different one.
As long as the author actually finishes the books in the series.
Yeah.
I mean, I would prefer a series too, but I've definitely had the case where, like, what's his name? Erickson, the Malazan. I don't know if anyone's read that, but that series broke me because I really loved the first couple books. And by the fourth or fifth book, it just got so dense, and I kind of wanted to continue it, but it was like eventually I gave up. I was just like, no, can't continue with this. So obviously, I changed to something else. But it's nice to alternate. Sometimes I just really like a standalone, and sometimes I can't find a standalone because everything's a series now. Like when I do Shelve It or Shove It, half the books or more are part of a series rather than a nice little standalone. Science fiction probably has more than the other standalones in the other genres, but that's how it is.
Okay. Would you rather be with your favorite fictional love interest or a real world crush? Did you say can I have both? I mean, sure. No, that's not the point. This is would you rather.
I would rather have both.
Lines will be drawn.
I know what answer I should give.
Yeah, I would probably say real world crush because like I've never really like favorite fictional love interest. I don't even know if I have one.
Finnick O'Dare.
Oh, you got me.
Yeah.
I might just refrain from answering this question.
No, I already live with my Prince Charming, so I'll stick with the one I have.
Aww.
All right, I'm gonna
Where all
say
the
a
hearts
fictional
float up.
crush.
Don't tell Scott.
Yeah, he's in the other room.
Yeah, I'm married, so I got to watch out what I say. But I did have a crush on. I don't know if you guys have read the Valdemar series, but Vaniel, the sort of gay mage of Valdemar, I kind of had a crush on him. Magic's Promise.
No, I haven't read that, but now that I'm thinking about it, I feel like I usually end up going for the second male lead, and they usually end up dying anyway, so that wouldn't
Okay, next question. Wait, Soup, do you have a favorite fictional crush?
No.
Next question is, would you rather be a professional reviewer or a famous author?
Author, definitely.
Yeah, I think I'd definitely be author. I think I'm better at writing than I am at reviewing, honestly.
I'm not good at either.
Yeah. I feel like famous author would be better because that way you don't have obviously you still have pressure on you being an author, but like you don't have pressure to like come out with these awesome book reviews. Like you come out with one awesome book and you're good. But well, I guess you might have to come out with more books.
And reviewers get a lot more hate than authors do, I would think.
Yeah.
I feel torn because I work with authors and I'm a professional book reviewer, so I see like the two dark sides. But for me personally, I think it would be easier for me to be more of a famous author than a book reviewer, just because with book reviewers, you can be told, you know, by people like, oh, I'm not going to send you these books because you don't review the way I like.
Yeah.
Versus as an author, I can say, well, you just don't have to pay me and I'll just send my book somewhere else.
Yeah.
And people will still pay for that book because once your name is out there, that's really all readers will go where you go. But yeah, I think they both have their own problems. But I would probably lean more towards author just because I enjoy the writing aspect. It's a little more enjoyable than reviewing. I mean, I love reviewing, but it's very stressful because you have to really think about what you're saying about someone else's work.
Yeah.
Versus just tearing my own stuff up as I write it. It is okay.
Yeah.
And you can always choose what you want to read either, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, author.
Yeah, I think author too, just because like as being an artist, you just, you know, you can shed whatever creativity you have and let that flow versus kind of piggybacking off of what Ari said, like basing your thoughts on really analyzing someone else's work. Yeah, I think being a creator is much more fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, next one is, would you rather be Katniss or Triss? Do you guys know who those characters are?
Are we talking about like Triss from Wisher? Triss?
No, it's Triss from Divergent. Triss from Divergent or Katniss from
Either
Hunger
of them,
Games.
then.
I want to be Katniss because she gets PETA.
Wait, is that going back to your fictional crush answer?
One of them.
Same world.
Yeah.
I haven't read Divergent. I don't think I am. So I'll just go Katniss.
Didn't read them, but I watched the films, and I liked Katniss a bit more because even when she was mentally screwed in the end, she was still functional versus what I heard happened to Triss.
See, like, yeah.
Just say what you
I don't
feel.
know. They both go through things I don't want to go through, so like I don't want to be either of them. I don't know. Katniss is pretty cool with a bow, though. I feel like it'd be badass to be able to have those bow skills. So, probably Katniss.
She gets to wear some really cool dresses, too.
That's true.
Yeah, that is true.
Why wouldn't you want to light yourself on fire?
Right?
Okay, sorry, I'm trying to say the next question, but I'm still laughing at that. Would you rather have a friend never return a favorite book or drop it in the pool?
What?
Did you drop it in the pool or I dropped it in the pool?
Wait.
Because if they dropped it, I definitely don't want it back.
So, I had a friend borrow a favorite book.
Thank you.
And she spilled water on it and then returned it to me water damaged. So, neither.
Wow, yeah. I don't know. Like, if they drop it in the pool, I would expect them to buy me a new one. So, yeah. I don't know.
It would depend on the value of the book for me. I have some books that people gifted to me, like with special notes and stuff in them. So, like, I would be probably more peeved if it fell into the water than if it had a few dings. But
that couldn't go back to normal, whereas you could eventually maybe get your book back.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would lend away a book with like nice things written in it either.
I don't know. I don't normally loan my books out, so
I know. We're protective of them.
Look at how people treat library books. Are you kidding me?
See, I give away books all the time. I'm just trying because you collect so many. It's like take it. So I don't mind doing that. I do have a friend that you would give him a book, and it would come back, and it looked like he put it through the string or something. I don't know what he would do. He would like bend them to read, and even hardbacks. It was weird.
Oh.
But I don't really have any attachment to books, so
that would grind my gears.
I saw somebody right after I moved here go into Books A Million, and she kept picking up the books and slamming them and denting them. I was like watching their covers get dents, and I was like, can I just like buy all these books and take them home so like nobody will ever abuse them again? Who does that?
Yeah.
Have you guys ever heard of the Who Was books?
Sorry.
Have you? So there were like mini biographies on like famous people that I used to read when I was like in 4th or 5th grade. And one day I like lent like this big stack of them to this girl in my grade because she said she was doing a project on them, and then she never gave them back. Like
Oh,
it was like a huge stack of them.
Yeah. I think I know what your books you're talking about. There's like a whole series of them, right?
Yeah.
That's
There's a
annoying.
lot.
Yeah, I'd just be so sad. But I also feel like as a booktuber, like slowly building a collection, I've slowly become more comfortable with giving out books that were not 5 stars.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
I guess.
I do a giveaway for all the ones that you're just not going to reread ever again. Like, but totally, you know, here you go.
Yeah.
The ones that I adore, no way am I loaning that out unless I know
Yeah.
you. Like, I took your Bookish background check and everything. Like, send me pictures of your books on the shelf. I want to make sure they're not abused, and then I'll send you stuff.
That's fair, honestly. I would be like, you know what? That's cool. That's okay. Here's your pictures. Okay, would you rather have your favorite book become a movie or a TV show?
TV show.
TV
TV
show.
show, because then you just have more time to develop the story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree.
Mhm.
And like, I agree. It's not just like one shot at it. You have
Mhm.
multiple episodes to be able to make it like perfect. So, yeah,
Now,
I
my
would
answer
definitely-
would have been different pre-Game of Thrones because there's like series that were so terrible. It's like
yeah,
the logic was, well, people would put money into a movie to do it right, whereas series were like low budget disasters. But nowadays, you know, totally a series, a
Yeah.
TV series.
yeah. No, I totally agree. TV series for sure.
Oh, Recursion was so good.
I know. I'm sorry, Danny. I love Recursion. I love that book, so that like breaks my heart that they took it from you.
If I can just jump on that bandwagon really quick, that's exactly the problem that happened with Dark Tower when it was turned into a movie. Don't watch the movie. Do yourself a favor. It should
I
have
haven't.
been a TV show because it's kind of like if you have the Justice League, but you have a low budget, so it's like, oh, we'll just focus on like the Flash and Martian Manhunter, and everyone else can go. I'm like, no, then what was the point of the movie?
So I
Yeah.
think what happens there is they don't think that people will sit down for like a 3-hour movie anymore, which is totally wrong, and that's just a horrible. I don't know who thought that up, because like Titanic, all of the Star Wars films, all the Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, like they
All
made
we do is
that
sit
like
now.
3 movies. And I think the other thing is they're always trying to introduce it as if you're new to the thing instead of like actually making the film for people who are already like aware of it. So they spend more time on introductions in those films than like what they're meant to, which always annoys me. It's like, I already know that. I don't know why I have to say that. It's implied. But
Yeah, I
Yeah,
do
that
find
too.
I do find that true that a lot of the time they don't stick exactly to the plot line, and that kind of bugs me. I used to go to movies and be like, oh, they missed this, they forgot this, they didn't do this, and I like critique them while watching it, and whoever I was with would be like, shut up, because I'm like saying things out loud. I'm like, that's not right, that wasn't right.
Oh, I would
Yeah.
hate going to movies with you.
I don't
See,
do
that
it
doesn't-
anymore.
That doesn't bother me because I just recognize they're two different mediums. And sometimes when they try to follow the book too much to the letter, that the movie itself suffers.
Yeah, I
So,
mean, like you're trying to like transform like words into like actors and set designs and like a 2-hour movie, and obviously like lots of things are gonna change.
Yeah,
Yeah.
some things just don't translate well to screen, so I get why they
Yeah.
have to do that. I always like keep it held in, and then after the movie's over, I'll tell my husband like, "Well, actually, in the book, they did this."
Yeah, that's what I do now.
Yeah.
Is I wait till the end and then I talk about it.
Yeah.
I'm torn because I sometimes like when they stick a little like to the main plot line but diverge on the little ones. But then I've seen them do it where they actually change a big chunk of the plot and actually work better. at least in my opinion, than the actual book did. Like things made more sense.
Mhm.
And so like I think it really depends on the story, like the kind of story that they're trying to tell, and what material they're bringing it from. Because like I might say your name wrong, but Suk, is that how you say your name? Like you were saying, like some things don't, go over well. There's all this stuff you have to take into consideration when you're going from page to film, and so it just doesn't always go well.
Yeah. Okay, I'll jump on to the next one. Okay, would you rather have to dog ear your pages or never be able to mark your place?
I don't have a problem with dog earing my pages.
I like dog hearing, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't have a problem with it.
Wait, really?
You animal.
Am I like the only one? Okay. I can't stand dog earing pages in my books.
Your face is like the three of us were saying. I was like, really?
I'm like, I would rather just never be able to mark my place. I
Yep.
just get a really good memory, so I know what
Yep.
page I'm on, and that's it.
Memorize that page number.
Yeah.
Well, I don't really mark my pages at all. I don't use bookmarks. I just memorize my pages all the time.
Ugh.
What page?
Oh, well then you're already off to a good start.
I used to do it until
Yeah, I just don't dog ear in general.
I had a professor that was like, when you actually get little, like when your pages get a bit old, like when you go to a used bookstore and you see them, that they're used and loved, that it's like a sign that you've used it and loved it a lot. So I don't mind bending them anymore, but I was very strict about it when I was younger, and I just don't care anymore. I don't want to get time for that. There's a million other things to remember.
I agree with this point.
Yeah.
But apparently lots of people don't have a problem with it.
Well, to
have
be
a
fair,
story.
I usually use a Kindle now. I'm usually on an e-reader. So.
Yeah, that's true.
I have a
Yeah.
story really quick if you want to talk about really being a book monster. So a while ago at the school I was working at, they were getting rid of their library to make room for a computer lab. My heart was breaking. So they were throwing out the books. And so I took a lot of the books and brought them back to my classroom because I'm an art teacher, and we repurposed them into book art. So we like sculpted the books.
That's so cool.
That's cool.
into stuff.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I like that
Oh,
they
wait,
like
the school-
went to use.
Hmm?
Sorry, what were you saying, Sue?
No, sorry.
Oh, okay. I was just saying I like that they like the books were put to use because like if otherwise they were gonna just get thrown out. Then like it's
Yeah,
awesome that you guys
so
did something with
sad.
it.
I'm like, there's just like thousands of books. I'm like, no, don't throw them in the garbage. No.
Yeah.
Why
I mean,
couldn't
that
they
is-
donate them?
I don't know. I think it's something about because they're school property and so schools are publicly funded by taxpayer money, so they couldn't give away items that were purchased with tax funds.
Even though it go back to the taxpayers.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Hmm.
But we found a good use.
I actually don't think this is an unpopular opinion.
Yeah.
Like I like cliffhangers.
Me too.
Yeah.
I think they're awesome. It like pulls you in to the next one.
That's
So
why I wait till series are complete before I read them.
Me too. Exactly. I
Yep.
hate cliffhangers where you have to wait like a year or two before you can.
Yeah. And then you forget all the details.
I'm still waiting on that Game of Thrones sequel.
Right? Yeah. Finished that back in 2014.
Weren't they just saying they were going to do a spin-off or something? I don't know. It was in the news the other day they were talking about it. I'm just like, I would not let them touch that with like a 10-foot pole after what they did. Like, at the ending of the last one. But, yeah, they're talking about a spin-off or something. I don't know. I saw it in passing. It could be a lie. You know how these things go.
it's kind of funny. The next Would You Rather is kind of based on what we were just talking about. Like, anyways, it's would you rather wait 5 years for the final installment in a series or get it now but have to read every spoiler before you can start it?
Oh,
Ooh,
I'll just wait 5 years. Honestly.
yeah. I
I'm
hate
already waiting
spoilers.
now. I'll just keep waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would wait 5 years too.
I mean, I would wait 5 years, but having spoilers doesn't always ruin it for me because it's about like my experience with what I'm watching or reading. So sometimes just because they tell me what's happening, it doesn't ruin like how it actually unfolds for me.
That's true.
Like, so I would still wait 5 years because I want to pass the marshmallow test. But if I had to read the spoilers, it probably wouldn't crush me. So.
Yeah, I think Wait for Sure is kind of like a consensus. Would you rather be forced to read the last chapter of a book first or watch the movie first?
Watch the movie.
Watch the movie.
Yeah, the movie.
I would say movie as well. Because, like, if it's a good movie, then you're just excited for the book.
Yeah. Though that would ruin all the major plot points too, though.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. But I feel like the last chapter would too.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I would still
I
say
don't
movie.
know how to answer this one because I've had instances where I've watched the movie on accident before the book, and then I go back to the book and I'm like, I really like the movie. What is this?
Yeah.
And I would not want to have that reaction.
Yeah, that happened with me. I watched Stardust, and I really enjoyed the movie.
Yeah.
And then I read the book,
And
and
it's nothing like the movie.
I didn't like it at all.
It's not the same as the book and the movie are like.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
movie was so good, and then the book just disappointed me.
Would you rather reread your least favorite book monthly or never be able to read your favorite book again?
Never read my
Never.
favorite book again.
Yeah, never read the favorite.
That makes
I-
more sense.
To have to read it 12 times a year, a book that you hate?
It's torture.
No.
Yeah. And like it says never be able to read your favorite book again, so you actually read it once already.
Yeah.
And
So-
you can make new favorites. Like
Maybe someone could read it for you.
You can just have
So
them in
true.
the
Yeah,
house.
loopholes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely choose the favorite book. Okay. Would you rather, this is the last one. Would you rather have unlimited free books for a lifetime or live inside your favorite book?
My favorites tend to be dystopian, so
Yeah.
probably not gonna want to go there.
Yeah,
agree.
my favorite's contemporary, so yeah.
Yeah, yours would be all right.
Maybe fine.
Yeah.
So, Earth? I think we should take the free books for a lifetime.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems safe.
Yeah. Oh,
I don't
been
know.
an
I
hour?
think I would go to Hogwarts, honestly. Get a wand.
Katie's
Meet Cedric.
Hi, Katie.
Bye.
Oh yes, I would love to go to Hogwarts too.
I feel like all my favorite books end up having like really dark worlds. So I don't know how I'd fare in them. But they all have libraries, so I would have access to books regardless of
Yeah, that
So
is true.
Are they free? I don't know. But I don't know.
I kind
I
of want to
feel-
go to the Mistborn world and eat metal. See which ones
Yeah.
which powers I get.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to live in all that smoke and ash, though.
I live in California. We get it all the time.
How's your summer going?
Yeah, I'd probably die off of that too.
Same.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't think I'd want to live in the Red Rising world because I feel like I would not survive. Like I love the book, but I definitely would not survive.
Yeah, that's pretty harsh.
I really like The Expanse, but when you like, I've read the books and I'm watching this show, and like I keep thinking, oh, it'd be really cool to live on that planet, and then something happens, like a rock hits it, people get annihilated, or something happens, and I'm like, okay, maybe not live there, maybe I'll go live over here, and then something happens over there. So it's like I don't think I'd be safe in any of the worlds that I actually like.
Yeah. That's like, I definitely don't think I would be living in any of
No.
that. No. I knew somebody was going to ask this. So, like, if you haven't read Red Rising, society is split up by like colors, and colors are like different denominations for different things. So, like, reds were like the miners, and gray was like the military.
That would
Gold,
be pink, obviously.
yeah, gold is like the highest of the colors, and then I think pink is like the. Well, yeah, they're like the sex workers.
Are they the artists? Do they cover artists too?
I think that is purple.
Okay.
They're like the art people. But I don't know what color I would be. I think green is like the medical ones. It's been a while since I've read this book, but it's my favorite. Yeah, I don't know. Obviously, like I would want to be gold because then I'm like
Top
already
of
up,
the food chain.
already up the top. But I also don't want like the snobbery or arrogance of the gold. Like I wouldn't want that, because like if you're a gold, you're pretty much pegged with that. So I don't know. That's a hard question. I need to think about this more to decide what color I would be.
Do you
So
even get a decision? Like if they throw you in the world?
yeah, I mean technically I don't know if I get a decision or not.
Whatever
So-
color your eyes and hair turn.
Oh god, it'd be blue. I don't even remember what blue was. I don't know. Thanks, Katie. Oh my god. Yeah. See, I would probably be this one, which is like pink. Or like I'd be pink or purple. I could probably be like an artist, because like I work in web design, so I think that would translate the best. Yeah. And the art, and like purple are like the carvers or like the tattoo people. So like I think I would be purple. Yeah. Anyways, moving on. So that was all the questions for Would You Rather. Do you guys want to jump into the guessing the book quotes and what they're from?
Sure.
Or it's not quotes. It's not quotes. It's first sentences of these
Oh
books.
gosh. Okay.
Some of them, like I thought I was pretty good at this. So
Yeah, but are you like, is it like Call Me Ishmael, or is it like classic books, or is it books you know we've all read, or is it just your favorite
see,
books?
I don't know. No, it's not my favorite books. I literally like looked up a quiz online. So.
There's
Okay,
first line of all the
So
Red
it's-
Rising books.
It's called "Can You Guess the YA Novel" from its first sentence.
Oh, no.
So it's YA, which is
Anything.
not
That could be anything from
not
anywhere.
everybody, but like I feel like they're mostly like most of these are well known. So the first one is, "Look, I didn't want to be a half-blood."
Percy Jackson and the Lightning
Percy
Thief.
Jackson.
Final answers, everybody. Yeah, it is Percy Jackson. So like that was an easy one.
It's okay, Steph.
It's so long.
Okay, this one. Did I know this one? I can't remember if I know this one. Anyway, one summer night, I fell asleep, hoping the world would be different when I woke.
Aristotle and Dante discover the secrets of the universe
Oh, I
by
love
Benjamin
that.
Illius Sands.
Wow, just give him a
Oh,
clap
well,
right there.
Soup wins the award there, because he literally was like, boom, got it. So
No,
yeah,
I really like that first line.
okay. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, there is no lake at Camp Green Lake.
Oh, that's holes.
Holes. Yeah, holes.
Wow.
It is. You guys are doing well.
That was a long time
I
ago.
got that one too. I did get that one.
Wow.
I
Had
knew
to
it, but I
really
just didn't
dig
say
deep
it.
in the archives.
Is Holes YA?
Apparently.
Even middle
Uh,
grade?
So
I
there,
thought it was middle grade. I don't know why.
Isn't the first line? Okay, Marcus wants me to read the first line of a book.
Hi,
on
Marcus.
his
Hi,
show.
Marcus.
They're saying hi, dude.
Wave at us, please.
It's his favorite first line. They said wave at us, please. Okay, so you want me to read that? I'm not showing it, but okay, if you guys know this, it's a great first line. Okay, the first line is, I don't want to say it out loud. Okay, people often shit themselves when they die. That's
Is this The
line of
Martian?
it. No,
that's
Oh.
a great
Catch
first
22.
line.
no, this is not a YA book. This is, I want to say fantasy.
But what kind of fantasy?
Oh, is it Abercrombie? Is it?
No. I want to say it is. What genre is this? New adult, darker fantasy is what Marcus is telling me.
Oh,
Oh.
lots of people are guessing it in the chat.
I mean, lots of those people are right.
Is it Nevernight?
Yeah, it's Nevernight.
Oh, man.
I mean, if I read that first sentence, I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna read this. Yeah. He said that's why he bought the book.
Huh.
Okay. The next one is, there is only one mirror in my house. It's tricky.
Crickets.
This is the YA.
Yes, this one's YA. We're back onto the like actual schedule.
Oh,
Programming.
is this Divergent?
It is. It is Divergent. You are correct. I'm seeing if the people. Oh yeah, they did know it in the chat. I knew. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, Katie, he is dark. Next one is. Oh, I have to click it. Next one is. Josh is Margot's boyfriend, but I guess you could say my whole family is a little in love with him.
To all the boys I loved before.
Yeah.
Never read it.
Yeah, this one tripped me up because I saw the name Margot and I thought it was Paper Towns.
Yeah, that's what originally I was thinking, but then
Yeah.
as it kept going, yeah.
Yeah, it is To All the Boys Loved Before. Okay, this is a long quote, so bear with me for this one. Late in the winter of my 17th year, my mother decided I was depressed, presumably because I rarely left the house, spent quite a lot of time in bed, read the same book over and over, ate infrequently, and devoted quite a bit of my abundant free time to thinking about death.
The Fault in Our Stars.
Yep.
Right when you said 17th year, I knew it.
Is that what you
Yeah.
guys are guessing?
Yes.
Good job, you guys.
For
Are you
John
sure?
Green.
I'm not even
Are you 100% sure?
1,000% sure.
I'm
Yeah,
not
you're right.
sure. I'm assuming everyone else here is right.
I just wanted to mess with you. Yeah, you're right. Okay, this one is, there was a boy in her room.
Is it
Oh.
Twilight?
Wait. I mean, there are creepy boys, vampires in the room. But it's not Twilight. Good guess, though.
Is it a vampire book, though?
No,
Oh.
it's a contemporary book.
I think Twilight
That's a
starts
hint.
when they're talking about the woods and some deer dying or something. It's not that
I'll
one.
give you another hint. The main character of this book is a writer.
That doesn't help.
I know this, but I just it's not like on the tip of my tongue.
And the main
That's
girl, it's a girl. The main character is a girl,
Okay.
and she's going to college.
Oh, it's
Fangirl.
Fangirl.
It's Fangirl.
Yeah.
There
There's
you
lots
go.
of
I was
contemporary.
gonna be like Harry Potter fanfic, but I didn't want to say the word fan because I was like, that's in it. The next one is, I had just come to accept that my life would be ordinary when extraordinary things began to happen.
Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children.
Yep.
Yep. Soup,
one.
you're killing it.
Well, I read YA, so
Yeah, this is like literally made for you.
yeah. I should know.
Okay,
Eric,
the
did
next-
you go through Suits TBR before this? Or read on Goodreads? Is that where you got all these from?
Yeah, that's exactly what I did. Okay, the next one is, I shouldn't have come to this party.
The Hate You Give.
Yeah. Soup's killing it.
Which one was that?
The Hate You
Uh,
Give.
Yeah.
Oh. I
I only knew that one because I saw a lot of people do this like first sentence video challenge, and that was a common one in it. So I was like, okay. This one I did not know, but Marcus knew this one. Blue Sergeant had forgotten how many times she'd been
the
told
Raven
that she would
Boys.
kill her true
I
love.
know that one.
Yeah.
Wait, did you guys say it?
The Raven Boys.
Yeah, you got it. I've never read that book, so.
The
I have
moment
no
you
idea.
said her name.
Oh, I didn't even know that was her name. I was like, Blue Sergeant, okay.
Yeah. That's...
I thought they were talking about like someone in the military. But, oh yeah, I guess that's not how you spell sergeant. All right, well, clearly I can't spell. All right. Yep. Okay, next one is, sometimes it seems like all I ever do is lie.
Is it the E. Lockhart one?
We were liars?
Yeah.
No, but that was an option because it's like I have multiple choice options here, but I was just seeing if you guys could
Oh.
get them. But I was like, that's too easy. It's not it.
I don't know.
Any
this one.
ideas? Sometimes it
Sounds-
seems like all I ever do is lie.
Sounds familiar.
It does
It
sound
does.
familiar, but I
Okay,
can't
I'll give you a hint. Or I'll tell you who the author is. I don't know how many books she's written. I actually have only heard about her once. The author is Meg Cabot. If that helps.
Wait, who?
Is this for? No, maybe she did.
Meg
not
Cabot.
She didn't do Slayer, did she? No.
I don't
Who's
think so.
Meg?
Sarah. She's the one
okay.
who did isn't she the one who did the Princess Diaries?
Yeah.
Oh.
I remember the Princess
Is it
Diaries.
the Princess Diaries?
It is the Princess Diary.
Oh.
There you
The
go.
fantasy thing. I don't think I read it, so I know she did some recent stuff though.
Yeah. Well, you
I-
got it.
What is it?
Okay, this one is. It's
Wait,
a
that was
weirdly.
the answer?
That was the answer. It was the Princess Diaries.
I was like, tell me the answer.
You accidentally got the answer.
Yeah, you got it.
Sorry.
Okay, this one is. It's a weirdly subtle conversation.
Oh.
That's a weird
Simon versus the Homo sapiens agenda.
Oh my god.
Okay, Soup, how are you doing this?
I can't.
Yeah, you got it. That's it. Like, man, we need to have you on our team for like a trivia game show or something. You're killing it. Okay, the next one is. Wait, did I know this one? I don't think I knew this one. I think this one's gonna stump you guys. My father took 132 minutes to die.
To die?
That's a
Wow.
long time to die.
It's kind of a morbid first sentence.
I kind of like it though. What is it?
I
More
honestly,
hints.
I did not like. I don't even know what book this is, but maybe you guys do. I'll give you the like different options, and you can choose. So the first
Okay.
one is Codename Verity by Elizabeth Wine, On the Jellicoe Road by Melina Marchetta, The Book Thief by Marcus Suzak, or I'd Tell You I Love You, but Then I'd Have to Kill You by Ali Carter.
I've only heard of
Number
one of
two.
those books.
I know, the only one I heard of was The Book Thief.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I'll
her
tell
dad
you it's
was
not
in
that one.
The Book Thief.
No, it's not. That one starts with.
Take your guesses.
Number two.
I would go with Verity, maybe, just because.
Yeah, I'll go with number two.
The correct answer is
2.
number 2, On the Jellicoe Road by Melina Marchetta. Never heard of it. Okay. It turns out the Latio procedure isn't bullshit.
Oh,
I'm reading that book right now.
I know this.
Oh my god.
Wait, what did you say? What did you say?
He's more happy than that.
It's right here.
It is. It is more happy. More happy than not. Oh my god, I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is correct. Okay, one more. Last one is I liked this one. Carl Sagan said that if you want to make an apple pie from scratch, you must first invent the universe.
Is this something written by Neil deGrasse Tyson? Are we
No.
still away?
It is not. I can't really tell you who it's written by because they only have a couple books, if that's a hint.
Can you say the line again?
Carl Sagan said that if you want to make an apple pie from scratch, you must first invent the universe.
I mean, that makes sense. You need the stuff in the universe to make the pie.
Any ideas? I'll give you one hint. Oh, that might be too easy of a hint. Oh no, I can't say that. You'll know right away. I think it's set in New York City, I believe. Which isn't really much of a hint because a lot of books are set in New York City. But, there's two main characters. It's dual perspective.
Okay. That's a lot of books.
Yeah. It takes. Okay, this is the hint that might give it away. It takes place over 24 hours.
The sun star.
The sun is also a star.
I was like, can she get the correct title? Yeah, it is. It's The Sun Is Also a Star by Nicola Yoon.
Oh, I need to read it.
I was gonna be
What?
like, Sukrup hates everything, or like he hates one of her books.
Oh.
Yeah, that would have given me it, probably.
I know. I didn't want to say it because I was like, he'll know right away.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's it for the book first.
So now we
sentences.
get to Eric's amazing drawing.
Oh God. Okay.
Oh yes.
So I wrote down a list of books that I think are pretty generic and everybody should know. And I'm going to attempt to draw the covers, and you guys are going to try and guess what they are.
Here we go.
So,
Are they still YA?
Eric's doodle time.
they're like all over the place. They're not all YA.
All right, that's better.
What's yeah? Hopefully they're not all contemporary, so I can get a couple.
No, not all contemporary. Okay. Okay, I have to like position this so you can see me drawing at the same time. Am I?
Can you
okay.
put the comment down so the screen's a little bigger?
Oh, yes. Sorry.
That helped, like,
Okay.
a little.
Do you want me to make myself the like?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
yes.
Okay,
Yes.
does this help? Or wait, can I put you guys on the side? No, wait. There should be
No,
a way to
that's-
do this. How do I make you guys? There.
Ooh, there we are.
That's
There we
really
go. All right. I have to choose which one to do first. Let me look at my list. Okay. Don't hate on these awful drawings because they're about to be really bad. It's hard to draw like this too. So,
I'll
okay.
just laugh a lot.
Here we go. Do you want me to do like the actual like rectangle of the book cover, or can I just start drawing and use
Yeah,
it?
just
Start drawing.
Just draw it.
Okay. Here we go.
Hunger Games?
Looks like
Is that a
no.
road?
I can't see.
Your hand's in the way.
Oh
Oh,
my gosh, it's
Twilight.
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 Oh.
It is. This is my lovely arm
Man.
and my other arm and an apple.
It's a mess of apple.
Oh man. Yeah. Okay. So you got Twilight.
That's a great apple.
That's one down.
Your
Alright,
apple looks a little
okay.
dehydrated.
This is the area for the next one.
Okay.
Let's just write Twilight so we know what that is.
Yeah.
Okay. What's my next one? Okay. I'm trying to remember what's on the front of this one. Oh yeah. Okay. Sorry. I'm trying to.
Sign versus Homo sapiens agenda.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Nice.
I was gonna go with The Fault in Our Stars.
See it, but I can't
Okay.
title.
Thanks, Joe.
Black letters, big white bubble.
Okay, this is Simon. All right, let's move on to the next one. Okay, let me.
Good job, Sick.
Oh my god. Okay, my next one is. Oh, I missed one. No, it's fine. We'll do it now. Okay. Oh, I got something in my eye. Just a second.
You sure it's not the pen fumes?
It might be the marker fumes. Could be it. Okay. I don't know how to.
Fish.
Is it turn of the key?
One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish.
Who said that? It's
Wait,
turn of the key. You said it like right away.
Wow. Oh.
I didn't even get to do
Air
anything.
high
That's a
five.
great keyhole.
Oh, that's a key.
Yeah,
It's a
supposed to be the
keyhole.
Oh.
Okay. Next one. You guys are getting these too easy. I'm gonna have to look up like harder ones.
You're just too good at drawing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to remember. I'm like thinking of these in my head. Okay. I think it's like. Maybe that's wrong.
Divergent?
Poppy
Looks like the
Wars?
Pepsi logo. That
Is it the
not what
Poppy
I'm trying to-
Wars?
The Mask of Shadows.
No.
I thought it was 1984 at
Oh.
first.
I'm thinking of like that weird like caveman fantasy thing. Oh my god, like I can't remember what it was called, but it has one of those on the front. It's probably not the right one.
My hand's in the way.
City?
What?
What?
Oh, there's a castle.
Looks like a cat. It's not a castle.
It's not a castle?
No.
Magician?
It looks like
The
a
skyline?
That's
The last
definitely a
magician?
castle.
Is that supposed to be like a
Is
snake
that New York?
going across the front?
the city.
Is it a bridge?
Alright, I'm getting like old Greek world vibes here. Gone.
Oh my
That-
God, that's a bad drawing.
Coming up,
Keep
John.
going, keep going.
Someone said shatter me. It's not shatter me.
Got like an eyeball.
Wait,
um,
that's not a castle?
no,
skyline, right?
it is not a castle.
I keep thinking it's like a wave.
I don't even
like a
know if this
snake.
time out.
Is it
I need to-
organic? Or is it
I'm gonna
meant to
look
be
up on my phone what the actual book cover looks like because I feel like I might be doing this wrong.
Wait, it's not the space between worlds, is it?
No.
No. I have that book.
I'll give you a hint. We
Literally,
talked
like,
about it already today.
We have that one, and then I have the Illumicrate.
I'm looking up the cover just to make sure I'm
We've
doing this
talked
right.
about a lot of books today, though.
I
There
know.
are a bunch of books that have like a circular thing and like some wavy
Okay. I might need to.
Start
things.
over.
Okay, so that's that. There's no city line. Just put this down here.
Is it Divergent again?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's divert. This is supposed to be like the circular, like flame thing.
Oh,
Fire.
Skyline's in the bottom in the background. Yeah, I was doing that wrong.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Will there be a city upside down? No. Okay. What's next? Okay. I'm trying to decide which one to do next. Yeah. Okay.
oh.
Hunger Games.
Yes. I didn't even get to the bird yet. You like knew right away. Okay. Ooh.
Oh,
I can't.
the astonishing Ava Lavender something, or no?
No, right idea, but no.
That looks like a torn flag.
that's what I was thinking. The torn
I was
flag.
like,
I thought it was like a feather.
Is it a feather?
I mean, I'm not supposed to tell you what it is,
is
but
it? Oh,
it does come off a bird.
Is that the Ava Lavender book,
yeah,
though?
yeah. The
No,
no.
it is not.
But it's a feather.
Feather.
That's a.
Sorry, this is the book
The
cover.
whole thing is a feather?
That could be like 4 different books.
I'm trying to decide what else I can put on here. Because, I mean, like, this is the cover.
You could take a symbol from like an.
Oh my gosh, it's Red Rising.
Yes, red.
Yeah.
There it is.
Oh,
I was like, wow, you're really not getting this so quick. I thought you'd get this one right away.
Oh, so that's
Yeah.
a wing.
Yeah.
It's a feather. It's a feather. My attempt at a feather.
Oh, so it is a feather. Okay.
A
Yeah.
whole bunch of feathers.
Your drawings are great. I'm glad I finally can use the sketchbook for something. Okay, this one, I'll try and do the best I can, but this one's like a little more difficult to draw.
You can do it.
Or what is it? Oh my god, sorry, I was distracted. But yeah, she's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the
I
reference,
didn't
I
see
got
you
that.
guess that, Katie.
Bye, Danny. Okay, I will attempt this next one, but this one's hard. Okay.
Clap when you
Oh,
land.
clap when you land.
Yeah.
You got it first.
I didn't even have to do the faces on the two sides. You
it?
got it so quick.
Well,
Clap when you land.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't matter. Okay, I only got one more on my list. So I'll do that one. And we'll see if you guys can get it. You're all pretty good at guessing these. Okay. I think. All right, I'll start with the.
Life of Pi.
I could see the boat.
It's not a boat. This one's gonna be the hardest one, I think.
Like a shoe, moccasins.
Is it a bowl?
Nope.
Lord of the Rings.
Ooh, good one.
It looks like a floaty.
Red Queen. Oh, it's a Cruel Prince.
All black.
The Wicked
Yeah.
King.
It is.
Oh.
Well, it's Cruel Prince.
Oh.
That was my
Well, they all have
attempt at a
crowns on
crown.
them. They all have crowns on them.
That was my attempt at a crown, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's a
that's all the ones I
crown.
wrote down. So yeah, that's Bookish Pictionary. My attempt at it. All right, let's bring you guys back. There
Can
we
we
go.
clap it up for Eric's drawing skills?
Oh my god,
And
that was so bad.
monetization.
But yeah, so that's all I really had planned, guys. Like I didn't really have anything else other than those couple games we played. But yeah,
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
so I guess we could probably just wrap it up there. Yeah, that's fair, Katie. I would add that.
That's been our answer for every
Can I ask
question.
a question about Red Rising?
Sure.
This is probably going to start some booktube drama.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Hashtag D.
But I've seen some, or watched some booktubers that said it was young adult. And I was like, what? But is it? It's Red Rising. Do you consider Red Rising young adult?
I mean,
I mean-
technically, the main character is what, like 16?
Yeah.
But is that all it takes to make a young adult novel young adult? If it just has a young character?
Depends on who you ask, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Thanks, Joe.
It's a great question.
Does the
Yeah.
content make it adult?
I mean, there is some content in there that I would consider like not for young adults.
It
But
never even occurred to me it was young adult until I heard that.
yeah, like
Would it fall more in the like new adult category?
Oh, God.
I don't know. Like that is a very hard question because there are definitely some parts of that book series that is not like PG. So I don't know if I would consider it young adult or not.
I mean, if you continue the series to the third series, or not the third series, the second, what's it called? Iron Age? Or
Yeah,
whatever,
Iron Gold and
it jumps 20 years. So that's definitely adult, but it's
Yeah.
all part of the same.
like I've only read Iron Gold of the second series so far, and even like just Iron Gold was a lot more like brutal than, or like I guess like violent than the first series is. So yeah, that is a tough question.
Because you look at another series like Anne of Green Gables, that series goes all the way up till she's married and
Mhm.
the school teacher and whatnot. But those are all young adult, I assume. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Young adult bothers me. I don't know why.
It's a little tricky because like they go by the themes too. So like there's certain themes that will go with like the age of the MC. So like the first kiss, the first love is usually like what you see in like the younger area of YA. But then as you get to the older area, which is when you start getting iffy as to whether it's still YA anymore, NA or adult or whatever, is when they start to already have experience and they're just forming who they are on top of that. And that's when it gets a little
Mhm.
trickier. I don't know. I feel like some books are just marketed as YA too. Like
Yeah.
just from the standpoint of like the mentorships that I've done, like they've definitely said like you could have a book that says it's YA, but it's not really YA because it's just marketed that way because their primary audience is in YA would read that. And then NA is not really, unfortunately, like a big area at the moment. People are pushing for it to kind of be more established outside of like the college romance dumpster shoot, but it hasn't been accepted yet, and I don't think until it does, anything's going to be considered in there. But I don't know. I think themes matter because like how a 16-year-old is going to deal with their life is going to be very different from how like a 25-year-old is going to deal with their identity in their life.
Mhm.
But it is tricky because a lot of YA have very mature themes in it, and it's hard to tell if like that's because teens are more mature today or because most of the people who read teen fiction are adults or who write it are adults. So I don't know what the clear answer would be because like even Ender's Game, I would say Ender's Game is like YA, but then like when you think about the actual themes, it's definitely not for
And it
children.
was
Yeah.
marketed as an adult book.
Yeah. So in that case, it's like I hear of a lot of adults talk about Ender's Game. So like, I just consider it like upper like YA, like you know.
See,
Yeah.
back in the old days, there was just children's books, which included middle grade, and then adult books. There was never this
Yeah.
crossover.
Gray area in between.
Yeah.
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 I think if like
I'm sorry, go ahead, Eric.
I was just gonna say, like, if I had to have a final answer, I would probably say it's more like more geared towards adults than young adults for like Red Rising for that series. That's what I would say.
I would agree.
Sorry, what were you gonna say, Steph?
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, yeah, I've kind of found that in the more recently as I've started delving into YA, that a lot of the time I'll be reading it and thinking like, oh wow, this is really intense, and then when they go, oh, the character's only 16, I'm like, I thought they were 27, but I kind of just decide to ignore that fact and in my head keep them at 27 or whatever age I deemed it reasonable.
Yeah.
I also feel like sometimes books that could have been pushed a bit further were kind of altered from what they could have potentially been so that it fits into that YA spectrum. So like with Aurora Rising recently, like when I read that, I thought, oh, this could have been pushed so much further. It could have been darker or, you know, in other aspects. And it was like, it felt kind of cut down to fit on that shelf in Barnes & Noble.
Yeah.
Right.
I won't go into a rant, but I agree with everything you just said there.
If there's any takeaway from tonight, it's that we all have to read Red Rising by the end of the year so we can get
Yes, I would love all of you forever. I mean, I still do, but like, it would be awesome.
I read Red Rising in August, so
Amanda's just flexing over here.
yeah.
Yeah, I just like when people read Red Rising because then I could talk to them about it, and it's just a book that like I just have an undying love for, as all of you know. So, Joe has a good point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And
Oh my god. My cat is trying to get into the room. His paws are like.
Oh,
our cat does that too. He'll like he'll dig at the door, but he's just like clawing into the carpet, and it's just like, okay, calm down.
You open it and they don't even come inside. They just lay there.
I know, yeah. I open it and he's just like, okay, I'm just gonna lie down right here in the crack of the doorway. That's it.
Someone asked earlier how Uno is.
Oh, I must have missed that. Uno is all right. I don't know. He was sleeping earlier, but I don't know. He was intently watching the snow outside. So, yeah, I don't know. He's having a fun time with that.
Yeah.
He's also thrown up like twice today, which is great. His problem is he eats too fast, and then like we got him a thing so that it'll slow down how much he eats at once, because he just eats too much and then yaks, and then I have to go clean it up. So,
Yeah.
but other than that, he's adorable and super cuddly. So yeah, he's doing well.
Good.
Anyways, we can probably wrap it up because we've been on here for like an hour and almost 40 minutes. But I appreciate you guys joining me for this. It was a lot of fun just to like hang out and play some bookish games. And yeah, like I had a great time. I'm glad I got to do a live stream with new booktubers. I mean, I've already done one with Amanda and Sukrup, but to have all the new booktubers on here, so fun. I was loving it. Yeah. I like doing these things because it's so fun. You get to meet new people and just like make new friends. I mean, like we're already friends because we like talk to each other on YouTube and stuff, but I don't know, it's cool. It's fun to like see people in the moment instead of like a pre-recorded video.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I'm glad you guys joined and had a lot of fun. If you want to say any like closing remarks to the people in the chat. So
It's
formal.
fun seeing all the participation. And congrats again on getting monetized.
yes,
Thank
congrats.
you. Yeah, it's super exciting. Like I never would have been able to get to this point without everybody else that like supports me and watches the videos. So thank you to everybody that watches the videos because you guys helped me get here. My original goal for the end of 2020 was just to get to 1,000 subscribers. So like,
Wow.
I'm super pumped that I went well beyond that. Like it's awesome, and I'm really excited about it. But yeah, what I would say is,
Yay!
Somebody use the super chat. Oh my god, it's real. What I was gonna say, one takeaway is make yourself goals. Like if you're in BookTube and you're making videos, I think it's so important to have goals because they help you. They just help you feel really, really good when you get to those points, and it helps push you further and further to keep going and keep like digging at it and try and get to those goals. And my other thing would be to like comment on lots of people's videos and make friends in the BookTube community because there are so many amazing people in this community. Like I have met so many awesome people, and I'm just so excited about all the different people that I've met in the BookTube community. It's such a great community in my opinion, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
You're very good at making friends, Eric.
I just message people randomly. I'm like, hey, want to come on a live stream?
Yeah.
Pretty much what I do. But
I think I just stalked your blog for like the longest time
Oh my
and then started leaving comments.
yeah, I appreciate that because that's like how I started doing this stuff, was just writing book reviews.
Yeah.
I just want to pause and say thank you to Celia for using the super chat. That's so cool that it actually works and is a thing on here. I really appreciate that, and thanks for coming to the live show. But yeah, it's just really cool, like the fact that I started out doing book reviews on a blog that like I had maybe 2 people read, and then to now be on BookTube. I mean, props to Marcus because he helped me he gave me inspiration to do this in the first place.
And he showed you that it existed.
Yeah, also, I didn't even know BookTube existed until Marcus was like watching it on TV, and I was like, what is this? I think it was Peru's project, so Reagan. He was watching one of her videos, and I was like, this is so cool. She just makes videos of herself reading books and then talks about it. Like, I want to do that. So I just thought that was awesome. And I still have to perfect reading vlogs, though. I'm not the best at those. I've only done like 3 of them, but that's something I want to get better at.
Yeah, reading blogs is something I've been practicing too. I feel like if you do it in smaller chunks, because I used to watch a lot of Books and Lala and how she does her month-long vlog. I can't keep it up for a month, but we're like 2 days a weekend reading vlogs is more doable.
Yeah, it takes a certain skill to make reading vlogs, I think.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'm so bad at remembering to record. I'll be like, okay, guys, I'm starting this book. And then Marcus is like, you need to do an update. You need to do an update on your book. Do an update. And I'll be like, yeah, I'll do it. And then the next clip is, okay, guys, so I finished this book. And it's just, yeah, I'm so bad at remembering to update for reading vlogs.
For me, like when I did the reading rush, what I did is like, since I had to vlog every day, I was like, all right, I'm gonna vlog at like 12, and then I'm gonna vlog at like 4, and then I'm gonna vlog at like 8. So like I force myself to like update people.
Yeah, that's a good idea. And maybe like set alarms to remind yourself.
Yeah.
No, but
Mark is gonna start his own BookTube channel because he seems to be on the ball.
I know.
He's
I've
too
told him-
shy.
I told him he should, yeah. But I don't know if he wants to be on camera that much. Like when he's on videos with me, that's like hard enough getting him to do those. But he does enjoy them when we do videos together. And it's like, it's fun for us because it's like a bonding experience where the 2 of us get to like film together and it's fun. But I don't know if he'd want to do that. Like make his own channel. I wish he would. I think it'd be awesome. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe. I'll keep working on trying to convince him to do it. We'll see what happens. We'll see.
We should do a whole live show just about booktubing life and like.
Yes.
That'd be good.
Tips and tricks for being a booktuber.
Yeah.
Like,
I'll just write a
like
book.
my camera died. That's why I have my image up.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Camera's dying. I mean, I don't have that
Life of
issue
Booktuber.
because I don't have a camera. I record on my phone. But yeah, I wish a camera would be a good investment, I think.
Yeah.
Christmas is coming up.
I know. I should just be like, hey, Mom and Dad, camera? Obviously,
Hey, all the money that you're going to be raking in from your monetization.
my monetization. Yeah,
There
I
should
like.
be an option for people to like monthly subscribe to your thing as well now. If
That's
it's
an
there.
option.
A couple of the other channels I, go on where you can super chat. They also have an option where you can like subscribe to their particular channel.
No
Just
way. I
saying.
didn't know.
Just
So
saying.
it's like a Patreon kind of thing.
Kind of, yeah.
Oh,
It's
Ooh.
interesting. I
I
don't
didn't know
know.
you could do that.
I would look into it first because I don't know what the
Yeah, I gotta do some more research. I'm like very new to this whole monetization
people
thing,
can
so I
get
don't.
badges, and the badge changes depending on like how long they've been your subscriber. I think mine's
Really?
yellow now, so
That's so cool.
yeah.
I need to do some more research.
Woo.
That is very cool. Thank you, Jess. Just
Super
wanted to say
Yay.
thanks for using the sticker. Really appreciate that. So cool. I'm like freaking out over here every time I see like a bold color on the screen. I'm like, whoa. But yeah, we should do. Oh, sorry, my comments just jumped. We should do a live chat on just like things that we all bring to the table, or like we should do like a tips and tricks booktube show, like you said, but we should all like come up with different things that we think helped us, and then put it into a show, and we can talk about like different things you do. Because like that's a whole another discussion that we could go off on. So
I'm totally down to do that.
Yeah.
that would be really cool. All right, that's a discussion for the future. We should definitely plan that out.
How to book in 2021.
Yeah, definitely. Katie wants Marcus to be a booktuber.
I think
Well, he
everyone-
got hard. Yeah. Let's just remember you scratch. Oh, yeah. I was a little bit at the beginning because I don't know. I feel like that's another thing. I feel like that's part of being a booktuber is you get discouraged every once in a while. I think all of us have been there.
Oh, I'm
And-
still there.
Okay, but your editing skills are amazing.
Thank you.
I love your editing skills, and every time I watch one of your videos, I'm just like, I'm blown away. I wish I could do editing like that. That's so cool.
It takes way too long, but I think it's fun.
totally worth it.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it's worth it. It makes your videos pop, and they're awesome. Like I love watching your videos and all your different things you add into them. And every time I'm looking for like new editing tips and tricks, or like new editing things that you've done in your videos. But yeah, no, the effort is definitely worth it, and I really enjoy watching them.
Thank
Can I ask what program you use?
you. Premiere.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm just an iMovie person. But that's true. Marcus reads more than I do. He's like, yeah, he's definitely like if he was a booktuber, he'd be a bigger booktuber than me. I definitely think so.
I mean, my husband doesn't read and he recommends me books all the time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you haven't even read that.
How does that work?
My husband.
He's on Reddit and he sees people mention things, or his coworkers will like mention a book they're reading. And he's like, oh, have you read this? You should read it. It's like, you've never even read it.
Yeah, mine is like he only reads history books, usually on World War II. Like he's obsessed, and he doesn't really read anything, but he'll tell me that like sci-fi and fantasy are exactly the same. Like, there's like no difference, and I'm like, say what?
How dare you?
What? And we've had a few fights over that, where he's like, well, it's the same thing when you think about it, it's all made up, and I'm like, well, yes, but like no.
Oh,
But he did like Game of Thrones. That is the one series that he's read, but it's like the only current series he read. I think the last fantasy anything he read were like the super, super old Arthurian like books that were like made into like a Sean Bean series.
oh wow.
So it's like super ancient, yeah. So he doesn't really read, which just is sad. But
Okay, well, I think we'll wrap it up there. I know I said that a while ago, but then we just got on a tangent and started talking again, which I mean is awesome. But yeah, we should probably wrap it up. Jess did say that the YouTube Patreon feature is new, so that's probably like I'm sure they have documentation on it somewhere. I'll look into it and see, check it out. But yeah, okay. So thanks for coming, guys. I'm super glad we did this, and until next time,
Keep on reading.
Okay, bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
How do I get out?
I don't know. I'm having the same
Oh, wait.
duty.
There's an X button at the bottom.
It's still alive.
Is it still live?
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
I totally left. I totally left, and then yeah, we're gonna
It's still live.